Hello, CG here, and today we're just going to be creating a logo in Maya. So this is actually the logo, my logo that I'm going to be using. I've already created the file, but I'm going to show you how you can do it. This can work with JPEGs, but in my case, I'm going to use a PNG. So I'm actually gonna use this one that says black CG turf. It's it has got a transparency. So I'm just gonna right click this and open it with Adobe Illustrator. Okay. Now that this is opened, there's really nothing special. I think you can also do this in Photoshop, but I'm not sure how to do that in Photoshop. But I'm gonna use Illustrator either way. So I'm just gonna click our image because at the moment it's just a normal picture. It's not a vector file. As you can see, it has got pixels, and in Maya it doesn't work with this type of file. We need to convert it into like a vector file. So after we select it, we're just gonna click here where it says image trace. We're gonna click this arrow and we're gonna select black and white logo. I'm gonna hit OK. Okay, so now it has traced it. So now it's a vector file, as you can see. So and right now what I usually do, I hit this button that says expand and I select the logo, right click and select this ungroup, and I'm actually gonna select, because as you can see there all these things are separated, so I'm gonna select the white space and I'm gonna delete it. As you can see, I can actually move it around, but I don't need it, so I'm just gonna delete it. And also here got this white space as well. So now I'm just left with these elements. So from here, I'm just gonna go to File, Save As, and yeah, I've already saved it, but I'm just gonna save it again. I'm just gonna hit yes, and then here, I'm not sure exactly why, but when I use this version of saving, it won't work in Maya, but in your situation it might work, so you might need to try. But in my situation, I just put the lowest, like the oldest version, and it worked for me. Just gonna hit OK. So now we're just gonna go back to Maya, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to Create, then I'm gonna select Adobe Illustrator Object Options, and here you can create the curves, but I'm gonna use the bevel option. We're just gonna leave everything as is. You can tweak the settings if you'd like, and then I'm gonna hit Create, and then I'm gonna select the file that I saved from Illustrator. Then I'm gonna hit Open, and here we are. Okay, not sure if that's the right way, but okay, this is fine. So this is our file. I'm not really gonna do anything to this. Maybe I might just do that just to give it some depth. And obviously in this situation, maybe you would have traced your actual words and everything. But in this case, I guess I can also go ahead and show you how to do the type. I'm gonna go to Create, then I'm gonna select Type, and then right here I'm just gonna hit the backspace, and then I'm gonna type in CG space TURF, CG turf, and then I'm gonna put my font, the font that I use for CG turf, this one. All right. Oh, I think I added an extra letter. G-turf. Let me just hit undo. Ooh, what did I do? I don't know what I did. Okay, let me just do that again. CG turf. Okay, all right, here we are. I'm gonna put this right here, scale it down a little bit. Yep, I think this is good. I think I want to scale this up some more. So yeah, I mean, this is it. And I guess from here, I'm just gonna show you how you can sort of like how you can render this and add some materials to it. I already have a tutorial on like rendering. I'll leave a link, but I'm still gonna do it in this tutorial, you know, just for continuation. Oh, I actually used the scene that I have the lighting, but anyway, let me show you and then I'll just reactivate those lights. So usually I go to Arnold and then I go to lights and then I select sky dome light like this, and this is what you should have. And then after that I'll just go to color and then I'll go to the checkered box and then I'll select a file and then I'll click this yellow folder here and I'll add the image that's gonna light the entire scene. Usually I use an HDRI image to light the scene. So, and then that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna undo because I already have one right here. Then I'm just gonna say this is the one that I used and I just put this image in there. And when you have this, you can even increase or decrease the intensity, right? Like right here. You can actually increase or decrease the intensity, but for now I'm just gonna leave it at 1. The other thing is the backdrop. Let me unhide this. It's actually small. I think, okay, let me just, I'm just holding shift. I'm gonna select the logo. I'm going to deselect the sky dome, hit Ctrl G to group, go to modify center pivot. Okay, I'd rather change the logo instead of changing the setup like this. And right now we're just going to scale it all the way down. Okay, the backdrop. Okay, I guess I might as well show you how you can do it. You just create a cube like this and right click, select these faces, delete, go back to object mode and go to right click and then you hold right click and then you select that edge and you're gonna go to modeling menu set, edit mesh, bevel, and we're gonna add one segment. Maybe reduce the fraction a little bit, and I'm gonna add some edge loops like this. And then right now it's gray on the outside. We want the gray to be on the inside because that's where the camera is gonna be facing. So you just select this, go to mesh display, reverse, hit 3, and you're done. And that's how you create the backdrop. Okay, I think now we're on the same page. But like, I guess a more detailed version, I'm just gonna leave a link in the video, so that if you want more detail, like a more detailed version of that, you can watch that video. So now I'm just gonna reposition this. I want sort of like a top view. Just gonna bring it down like that, just like this. Scale it down. Right. So now if I go to Arnold render view, hit render, this is what I have, but I want to add a material to this. So I'm just gonna right click, go to assign new material, Arnold, AI standard surface. Okay, too many groups. Okay, AI standard surface 11. I'm just gonna go to presets, go to gold. I like the way the gold looks, but I mean, you can obviously change the settings in there. So now it's looking like that, you can see. And for me, I'm just gonna change the color to this sky blue color. I don't know, I just like that color. It kind of looks clean. All right, so I think, sorry about my computer, it's making noise. It's rendering, real-time rendering. And I mean, I think this is where you want to be. There are keyframes that we set here. Okay, I think I forgot to remove these keyframes. So what I'm doing, I just go to the end, I hold shift, and then I just click and drag so that I can select all the keyframes and just hit delete. It's because I think this is the third time I'm doing this tutorial. Just want to make sure that I say the right things. I'm just gonna go to the first frame, press S to set a keyframe, move my camera, and go to frame 120, set another keyframe. I don't think I did it right because it's not moving. Okay, like it is moving. And then when I do the real-time rendering thing, yep, I feel like it's too close. Can't really see the logo properly. Yep. I mean, that backdrop is not doing justice for my colors, but anyway. Let me select. Let me put 2.5 there on the intensity. So I'm just gonna put it back to 1. So yeah, if you've got any questions about this, you can just let me know in the comments. But basically, this is usually if you just want to create a 3D logo, I think this is a quick way of doing it. I mean, otherwise you could actually just model the logo like from scratch, like actually using planes and stuff. But I guess maybe that's for maybe a complicated logo, maybe, I don't know. But this is another way of doing it. I might show you how to do it the other way, whereby you actually create it using, planes and actually modeling it. But maybe that's for another tutorial. So I hope this will be helpful, and I'll see you next time.